In the summer of 2015, Devin Booker was drafted into a poverty franchise, which is the Phoenix Suns, with the 13th pick in the 2015 NBA draft. Devin Booker continued to progress in Phoenix, but his teammates did not, and they could never get over the hump, and they could definitely never make the playoffs. In 2020, the Phoenix Suns almost made the playoffs as the 10th seed in the Western Conference, but they just could not squeeze in due to the Trailblazers and Memphis Grizzlies being a little bit better than them. This made Devin Booker upset, and he was considering leaving the Phoenix Suns. But then the Phoenix Suns made the right move and traded for Chris Paul in the fall of 2020. Devin Booker was definitely now happy because he knew how much Chris Paul can impact just one team, and he was now very happy that he would have a sidekick and they would have a big three of him, Chris Paul, and his center DeAndre Ayton. Booker's numbers took a dip in this season in 2020 to 21, but he knew it was only because Chris Paul joined the team, and I think that's very respectable of Devin Booker. He doesn't care about points, all-star games. He cares about winning championships. When Chris Paul arrived on the scene in December of 2020, he was gonna be hard at work, and him and DeAndre Ayton really worked together to build chemistry in the paint. The Suns were nearly almost always in the seeds from 3 to 6 in the mid-season, but after fighting very hard against a ton of teams, they were able to get the 2 seed by the end of the season. Now it came playoff time, and the Valley knew it was ready to battle. Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns were against the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round of the NBA playoffs. The Lakers took a 2-1 lead, but after Anthony Davis getting injured, the Phoenix Suns won in an easy 6 games. The Phoenix Suns weren't playing around with the Denver Nuggets-led Nikola Jokic, who had just won MVP, and the Suns easily swept them in 4 games. In the first game of the Los Angeles Clippers Phoenix Suns series, it was a win for the Phoenix Suns, but just barely. They only won by 4 points. In Game 2 is where things really heated up. DeAndre Ayton had a game-winning dunk lob to win the game to put the Phoenix Suns up 2-0. And then came the big one, where the LA Clippers actually won Game 3. Game 4 was a dogfight in Los Angeles and a very low-scoring game, but the Phoenix Suns managed to win 84-80 on some clutch free throw shooting, and that was thanks to Chris Paul. In Game 5, the Clippers rallied and won by 14 on Phoenix in the Valley. And then came Game 6, and I would tell you about it, but on this channel, we don't talk about boring games. We talk about fun NBA news, game winners, and things like that. So after the Phoenix Suns won Game 6 against the Los Angeles Clippers, 130-103, then came the NBA Finals ceremony that the Phoenix Suns will remember for the rest of their lives. Just one step closer to where we want to be. The Suns blew out the Clippers in Game 6, claiming the title of Western Conference champions and booking their ticket to the NBA Finals. Now, before we acknowledge the Phoenix Suns' amazing road to success, you have to hand out your flowers to the Los Angeles Clippers. They got to the conference finals for the first time in their existence, and Terrence Mann played really well in this playoffs. So did Paul George, even though he was way off P in last year's playoffs. Tons of guys stepped up, with Kawhi Leonard being out in the entire Western Conference Finals. In Game 6, Chris Paul exploded for 41 points and won versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Also, Devin Booker got 22 points. But what really shocked me is Chris Paul scoring 41, because you almost never see Chris Paul have an insane scoring performance like that. I can't even remember the last time Chris Paul scored 40 points in a playoff game. I don't know if he ever even has. Getting to the NBA Finals is a big step for Devin Booker, because keep in mind, Devin has never even made the NBA playoffs before. And then in his first NBA playoff run, he makes the NBA Finals and might even win it. I mean, this series in the NBA Finals will probably just be so lopsided, because whoever Phoenix is facing, the Atlanta Hawks or Milwaukee Bucks, will probably easily win 2 in 5 games or something like that. But the Phoenix Suns did not just get here just with their stars. You have to hand out your flowers to Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne, and all those other guys that helped out. You got Cameron Johnson, even Jay Crowder. Rachel Nichols first started out by congratulating Rob Sarver with the 2021 Western Conference Finals Champions Trophy. Chris Paul will hold up the championship for everyone in America to see as they were glued to their TV sets. In 2017, if I told a Phoenix Suns fan that they would be going to the 2021 NBA Finals, I don't think they ever would have believed me. Keep in mind, Phoenix was a poverty franchise before 2020, because they were just so bad after Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire left. But now they got a new superstar, which is Chris Paul. Rachel Nichols first asked the Phoenix Suns, what is so special about this team? Robert Sarver said that, he was really proud of this team because they got a lot of role players that stepped up big time in the bubble. He got to have a shout out to Cameron Payne, Mikal Bridges, and other guys. They got a few guys over the offseason like Jay Crowder, Torrey Craig, even Chris Paul. And that's how things just clicked. And Phoenix never would have imagined this 6 years ago, that they were going to the NBA Finals. But they are the best team in the NBA, is what Robert Sarver said. Rachel then asked Robert Sarver why was Monty Williams the right man for the job, and he responded with, I just can't say enough about what James and Monty have done for this job in terms of setting the culture for the organization. Anyways, I won't be on the mic until July 10th again, even though there will be some big NBA news about the NBA playoffs. I'm going on vacation, so I'll see you guys on July 10th. Peace out.